guys ready? I'm so excited. Okay, so I am going to move you guys over so you guys can see what we're doing. Bear with me. Gonna go for a little ride. Okay, I'll start there, and if it looks funky, then I'll move it. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a jeweled wreath in red, green, and gold. Okay, so this is going to be our centerpiece. I made this a little while ago, but everybody remember those jewels that everybody was fighting over last year? I had some left over from last year, so a little bit of these are going in, and then I'll show you the ribbons when we get to them. But I'm going to be using some red metallic mesh. I only had a little bit left over, so I had to get some more. Some emerald green, and this is like my favorite mesh ever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this. The way I do it is I just hold it up like this. I feel so weird not saying share. I know, right, Cindy? Right, Jenny? I love it. I was like, I'm trying to think of something to put in the middle. Because last year I did a swag. And I'm going to do another one because I've got some more jewels left over from last year. Some of the bigger ones, the emeralds. So that's 4. So I'm going to do a swag again, but I'm going to put these on the floor. So I did 5 of the red. I'll open this if I need it. Hey Debbie, how are you, hon? I feel so out of it because I haven't done a wreath in so long. Not since, well, I have, but not on a live. I just got done doing that gold frame with the flowers and stuff. That was fun. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm just going to do 5 of each for now. We can always add more. I'm just going to set these on the floor. Now, I don't measure anything. To me, it just takes too much time. I'm going to be using an evergreen form, or an evergreen base. I usually don't use the work forms. Just because it requires more ribbon, it requires more mesh, it takes more time. So the evergreens got so many ties on them, it's so much easier for me to be able to put stuff in a wreath and find a tie that way than have, 18 ties, 18 sets of ribbons, 18 sets of, I mean, that's the way I started, but I prefer doing it this way. To me, it's easier. And you don't really see the green in it. I love this mesh. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just going to cut 5 of these. And it's got such shimmer. I use this one a lot during Christmas. They have it in silver too. I got this from Craft Outlet. I use this a lot in Christmas. I also use this in my New Year's wreath, which I usually only do one, with the clock in the middle. But I may make another clock like that one, like I did for the steampunk one, and do that one this year instead. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to do a different angle tonight because I'm going to show you how to do this on the table, and then I'm going to lift you up and do this facing this way, because to me, facing the wreath as I'm making it, I get everything a lot more even than if I have it on the table. Hey, Susan! I know, isn't it, Tabitha? Bling, bling! Right? They're probably like, what is she doing? If you cut them like I do, if you just lift it up and cut them, they measure about 17 to 20 inches. So, it's right, Cindy? We were like, Well, I mean, at least this way they get to see, you know, a different way of doing it. To me, this is my favorite way of doing it because it's faster, I think. I'm just kind of fluffing it a little bit. I just take my fingers and just kind of pull it up. So at the end of the Christmas season, when these go on sale, I buy as many as I can get of these. I also do the same thing with I think it's the 24-inch swags that Joann's usually carries every year. I have tons of those, so I don't think I'm going to need any more this year. It depends on how many I go through this year. I've been doing a lot of embellishments this year, so I haven't done a whole lot of wreaths, so I still have tons left over from last year. Okay, so I'm going to start putting this in. So let me show you how I do this. I stretch to my right. So you just want to let it curl in the way it normally curls in. I usually hold it up to my chest like this. Let it curl in, and then scrunch it, just like that. You can do however you want. You can do I don't even know the names of the woodland ruffle or cruffle or whatever it is. You can do regular ruffles. You can do curls. I just kind of do this. It's easy. It's easy peasy. I think I'm liking this angle so far. You can see my table, and then we'll push you up. So how's everybody doing? You guys are surviving the summer with the heat, and I know a lot of people have been getting rain, and I'm moving this over because there was a big gap right here. We were getting some rain for a little bit, and then it just kind of stopped, so we're needing some. If you guys want to send some our way. I'm in shorts right now, so if you see it's hot here, you guys. Anything above 80 degrees, and I can't stand it. I just can't. So it's hot in here. I have to wear my shorts. I am ready for fall too, Jenny. I am. My husband's like, no, he loves the summer. I can't stand it. The older I get, the more I hate the heat. It's like, ugh. It gets sticky, all the bugs. No thanks. At least in the wintertime, you can always put more clothes on, right? It's kind of hard. Once you run around naked in the summertime and you're still hot. What are you going to do? Right? It's like, I don't know. I used to be where I loved being warmer than being cold, but like I said, the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of liking more of the cooler weather. We usually get a lot of thunder and lightning storms out here, but we haven't really got a whole lot this year. What did you do, Tabby? Gold. We may have to cut some more, but that's okay. I'd rather cut more than cut too many. What did you do? We're going to put some in the middle. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It just depends on... Oh, ouch. Sometimes I put the mesh in the middle and sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm putting in the wreath. The only reason why I'm putting the mesh in the middle of the wreath this time is because when you put this in the middle, see how much space there is? And I want it to have some cushion to sit on it because it's going to be sitting up against the door, and if you get it too far back, the wreath is going to stick out and it's going to look funky. Alright, I'm going to put another red one here. So I got 2 more of each color. It might be okay. I'm not going to worry about putting too much mesh on the top just because, oh, leftovers. We're going to be putting a lot of sprays and stuff in here. Let me put the gold right there. Hey Laura, how are you, hon? How's your basement, girl? You poor thing. You have the worst luck with your basement, girl. The good thing, at least you got Kara there to help you, so that's always nice. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of go around. We need a few. We're gonna be cutting some more. I don't know how many, but. This is, using an evergreen is a good way to use up leftover mesh that you have because it doesn't require a whole lot, right? If you have rolls of ribbon like I know we all do, where you're like, I don't have enough to do a full wreath, what do I do with it? This is a good way to use it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, that sucks. I've had that happen before where we've woken up in the, hey Kim, hey girl. We've waken up in the middle of the night and there's an inch or 2 of water all over the floor. It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. So I totally get it. Hopefully your insurance company will be able to reimburse you for all that lost stuff. They should. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut some more. This is looking very Christmassy, isn't it? So how many I'm such a goofball. So how many people have watched Hocus Pocus yet this year? I'm only gonna cut like maybe 3 of these. I think I've watched it twice already. Oh, yeah, let's not. There we go. This cord. Hold on. I need to. Hold on just a second, you guys. I need to zip tie this cord to my. So this is going to bounce around for a minute. Hold on. My cord is hanging. It's not long enough. And it was kind of sitting on top of my... There. Okay. It was kind of sitting on top of my glue pot. Not good. Not good. Yeah, we don't need to start a fire. Right. So I'm going to cut 3 more of these. On the floor. Tabitha, you've never seen a Hocus Pocus? Oh my god, girl, you need to watch it. That is like my favorite, one of my favorite movies ever. Did you guys hear they're coming out with a second one? Next year? Woo, I'm so excited. So excited. I'm just kind of cutting a couple more of each. I may only need. Girl, that is like my favorite. With Zachary Binks. I've always wanted a cat named in binks. Okay, so then I need a gold. Actually, Susan, do you have the Disney Plus? Because if you have Disney Plus, I believe it's on Disney Plus and you don't have to rent it. But you might be able to look on Prime Video, Hulu. Right. I have it on DVD, so... And I have a little DVD player on my table, so I can watch it whenever I'm working. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. You guys aren't going to see her get any of this green. But it's Christmas, so, you know, most of the time I wouldn't care. But it is Christmas, so it doesn't really matter if you see the green or not. You can always add more mesh if you want. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this up just a 10. I'm going to take some pipe cleaners and I'm going to flip this over. So you want to take the pipe cleaners. This is a Laura Jean trick. And you just want to twist them around each other because you need to add 2 to get across the whole wreath. I can't wait for the new one to come out. I am so excited. Who's your favorite character, you guys? I think mine is Sarah. She's so silly. Let's see, just find. Okay, and then you just, I'm doing it on the bottom rung, which basically if you flip it over would be the top. Because you want it on the closest one. You want to pull it really tight and just wrap this around. Girl, you gotta watch that. It is like the cutest movie ever. There's a group on Facebook just called Hocus Pocus. So I'm in that group. I get a lot of people finding Hocus Pocus merchandise, sharing memes. That's where I found out that the second one is coming out next year in 2022. It doesn't say when, but I'm assuming it would be right before Halloween. Okay, so I'm just doing a crisscross. And the reason why I'm doing this is because that way it gives the mesh something to hold on to. Okay, now that I've done a live, somebody else has got to do a live next. Who's next? They still haven't fixed that, Cindy? Girl. Okay. See how tight that is? Alright. So, I'm going to take 2 pipe cleaners and I'm going to cut them in half. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my rolls, do just like I did before. Take the pipe cleaners, wrap them around. You don't want to wrap it too far down because you want it to sit down. Just wrapping it around this pipe cleaner that I put in here. Oh, good! Yay! Okay, just wrapping it around the pipe cleaner. So what this does is it gives a bed for your embellishment to sit in if it's too small for the hole that's in here. Like I said, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm putting in it, if I'm putting an embellishment at all. Sometimes I don't even put an embellishment in. It's just ribbon and, or attachment I should say, not an embellishment. I'm doing about 4 pieces. And this isn't going to have very much ribbon either. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds of ribbon, but it's going to have, you'll see, I'll show you. You will see. Let's see, one green. Oh, cool. Yay. That'll be fun. I think this is a good idea. The reason, now what you want to do is when you put the pipe cleaner over your mesh, okay, turn it over and fold it over like this, okay? The reason why is, see how there's no space here, but when you pull it down like that, see all that extra space? You can tighten it. It'll help your mesh to stick up like that instead of laying flat. I think it'd be fun to watch other designers on this group do designs. You get so many different ideas and tricks and tips, and I love it. I have been doing so many scarecrows that I had raffia all over my carpet. I had to vacuum before. You should have seen it. It looked like a scarecrow got murdered in here. I was like, holy cow. It's nice to be able to learn from each other and kind of hang out and learn who's who and we'll see. See how full that looks? So, then what's going to happen is this is going to sit. I'm not sure which way I want it to sit yet. I think it's going to sit like this. See how it's got a bed now to sit on and it's not sinking down? You know? It'll probably go in like this. I may put it up more towards the top, but this is when I take my easel and I put it up on the easel because I need to be looking at it. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my easel. If you guys don't have an easel, it's an awesome thing to have. I'll show you here in just a second. I'm going to move you up just like this. Sorry. There. Okay. I'm going to put this up here. Where's my hook? Did it come off? It did. That's funny. Okay, so we'll see how this works. Hold on. My hook came off somewhere. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. There it is. Okay. I'm going to lift this up so I have more room. So I'm not going to be able to see comments. So once I move this over here, move this over here, trying to get you guys to get a good shot. Sorry. There we go. just want to make sure it doesn't hit my glue pot, my cord. I'm going to take my tablet out of here, otherwise I can't see your comments. Okay, there we go. So what I did is I had it on this, and it came off. I need to make a different easel. So hold on, I need to fix this real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna fix this and hopefully I need to get a different easel. This one, it works for what I need to when things aren't falling off of it. But I'll let that sit for just a second. I got this at Hobby Lobby and I had a hook on it. I want to find a hook that's like this. I had two coming out this way, and it was hard to, okay, it's not coming off. Here we go. Here. Just like that. You guys see it okay? Maybe if I push you guys back a little bit further. We're gonna go for a ride. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Hey Susan, how are you, hon? So what I'm gonna do is I want to put this like maybe like right here and have a big bow hanging right here, and some loops coming down this way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually I think what I'm going to do is take out one of these things of mesh because it's too full. Sometimes you just don't know unless you're playing with it, right? If I need it somewhere else, I can always add it somewhere else. Hey, Kara. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm going to kind of take that out. So I do have a little bit of a hole there, but not too much. Because I'm going to kind of stick this up here like this. So what I want to do is, I don't want to do this because I'm going to have to put a hole in it. Okay, my glasses on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole on the fabric. And here. And there. Okay, now I'm going to take my awl and I'm just going to take it and I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to kind of go in at an angle like that. Okay. To the other side. This ribbon's going to get all messed up, but I'll fix it. Right here, go in at an angle there. Okay, now let's see if I can put a pipe cleaner through there. Okay, so I'm going to put a pipe cleaner through there. Ooh, it is hot in here. I always use a pipe cleaner that's kind of that's the same color as my my design. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of put some glue on here so it doesn't come undone. All right, let's see here. This. Don't burn myself. Just saying, this is not my favorite part of putting embellishments in. I can never see what I'm doing. Okay. Through this side. Just trying to wrap it around the bar. There we go. Got it? Yep. Let's see what I'm doing. Tight. Sorry if I'm probably in the way so you can't see it, but I know it's probably kind of crooked, but that's okay. I haven't put anything in here yet, so if it's kind of crooked, just move your wreath so it's not crooked. There. See? Now it's not crooked. It's an awl, Cindy. So you can, some people call it an ice pick. I got this at the hardware store, so it's just got a really fine point on the tip of it. It's also what I use to poke holes in my shipping boxes to zip tie my wreaths to, so they're not moving around while I'm shipping. Yeah, honey, it's sort of like an ice pick. Okay, now, pretty, huh? I'm gonna secure it even more once I'm done with this, but it's in there for now. And if I need that later. Alright, so let's play with some ribbon. Okay. So the ribbon I have, now Hobby Lobby, and I didn't know this until I got home, but Hobby Lobby has this velvet ribbon in red, white, and green. But it's not wired. So what I may do is I may put some of this in the ribbon or in the bow, but have it just as part of the tails. Okay. I do have, this is so pretty. I got this at Paper Mart. So Paper Mart has some pretty nice ribbon. Isn't that pretty? So I got this at Paper Mart. The number on this is, well, there's two numbers. I'm not sure which one it is. Not sure you can see that. It's 561-10864 or PO365449. They have all kinds of Christmas ribbon. What? Hey, Sylvia. Okay, so I'm going to use this 4-inch ribbon. Now I've got these 2.5, but I think since I've already got this big gold one in here, this is a D. Stevens ribbon. It's really hard. It's really hard to get their ribbon right now. I think 95% of their inventory is either back ordered or it's out of stock. But I did contact them today, and they said that they just got like 3 containers in this week. So keep a lookout. So they should be having ribbon in soon. But this one is a Ferris silk ribbon. I'm going to use this one. I got this one on Etsy. I looked on Ferris silk today and they don't have that one. So, and again, I'm going to use this one for tails. Now I've got 2 green ribbons. This one, I may use some of this in the bow because it matches the ribbon that's on the present. And I got this at Hobby Lobby last year. Hey Ruth, hey girl. But I also have this one too that I got at Hobby Lobby this year. So, and then this one, I got at Hobby Lobby last year. It's this ribbon right here. I love how it curls. Isn't it cute? So, I don't know if I'll use any of this, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to use that D. Stevens ribbon though. So, for those of you that don't know, I don't use a bow maker to make my bows. I do mine handmade bows. So, but I do use my bow dabra to hold my ribbon as I'm doing it because my hand, I got baby hands. I don't know what happened there, but my hands are small, so I have to have something to hold it because I can't hold it all in my hand. Okay, so you guys ready to play with some ribbon? But I know you guys probably can't see this, but you can down just a little bit so maybe you can kind of see it. Okay, I'll hold it up so a little bit so you can see. Let me get my wire cutters. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, I'm gonna cut the wire. See how the wires are sticking out at the bottom? So don't forget to check out Paper Mart. They do have some really pretty ribbon. I know Jennifer from Bling and Wreaths, she and I were doing different wreaths but in the same color scheme, and we're both looking for a plum ribbon. You would think plum would be a bit easier ribbon to find. So let's see. I'm going to do tails probably about that long. So I'm just going to pinch it. So if you're looking for a ribbon that's hard to find, different color, different scheme, check Paper Mart out. They're reasonable. I think I got this ribbon for like $10, this 4-inch ribbon. So if you need to know the measurement, this is about a 12-inch tail. Okay. So I take it and I loop it. I'm going to make my loops fairly big because the bow is going to be big at the bottom. I love Paper Mart. I know, always ready for ribbon, right? That's like my favorite part. Okay, so I pinch it. I usually have my finger in the front and my thumb in the back. Okay, then you put your finger underneath. Put your hand underneath, I mean. And as you're pulling it out this way, turn your hand at the same time. Okay, because your thumb is going to end up being in the front and your index finger in the back. So you pull it out, turn it, and then pinch it. I always get the loops. I don't care if my tails are the same length. In fact, I'd rather have one shorter than the other. I always get the loops for them though. So you take your loops, go like that, see if they're even. That's a first. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this side shorter. Now, with some 4-inch ribbon, it's going to be very hard to dovetail it because some of them have like a sheer back to where you're going to have to fold the end of the ribbon and glue it. And some it's just really thick, so I usually just cut that at an angle, a diagonal. So I'm just sticking that in my Bodabra for now. Okay, I'm going to use my Fair Silk. Okay. Make this fairly long. Just like this. Fuzz. Okay. Pinch it. This one is a thicker ribbon, so I probably will not dovetail this one. Because when you do cut it, some of the gems fall off. So if that's the case down here, I may dovetail it. It just depends on the ribbon. Okay, pinch it. Now you could do this in your Bodabra or your Easy Bow Maker or however you want to do it. This is just the way I do it. See how thick this is? It's really hard for me to, and you can see with my hand, it's hard to hold on to. Okay. Over here. Now I'm going to use this green. It's swirly. I'm not going to make my loops so big. See how it curls on its own? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to stick that in there. No, like I said, I'm going to use this velvet ribbon that's unwired for just tails only. Okay, so I'm going to move that kind of long. I'm going to leave that probably about 14 inches. Just stick that in there. I know you can't really see what's going on down here, but I'm just sticking it in the Bodabra. That's it. Alright, so now the easiest thing about making a hand bow for me is with all these ties, I don't need a zip tie, I don't need a pipe cleaner, I don't need any of that. I just find one of my ties that are down here. You want to make sure it's even. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure it's right below. There we go. Here. Right there. Okay? So you take your tie and you open it up so it's going up and down. Now you take your bow, you put your one hand on each side, take it out of your bow maker, and stick it right in there. And use your tie to hold your ribbon. Just like that. Okay? All your tails down. Oh, see, these come off. When you cut them, it's no big deal. Nobody's going to notice if they came off. And what's good about it too is that if you zip tie it, it's going to be really hard to kind of maneuver your loops if they're uneven for some reason. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. no colors for. Now this is a thinner ribbon, so it doesn't stand up as much as like this one does. See how stiff it is? You're gonna kind of, but that's okay. We're gonna put stuff in here. No worries, Cindy. Okay. I'm gonna cut this a little bit. I love this velvet ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna dovetail the ends of this a little bit, since the jewel fell off at the bottom. I'm going to dovetail this up here a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of cut this at a slant. Sometimes I'll just take my ribbon and I'll kind of scrunch it. Where makes this stick out? Thanks, Cindy. Alright, so this one I'm going to dovetail. Cut a little bit shorter. Pretty. Okay. Now we're going to be putting an ornament right in the middle. So it's going to move this out and hide this area right here. Okay. So, hold on. I know, I can sit here and play with my ribbon all day. All day. Okay. There. Okay. What do you think? What do you guys think so far? Look at this. There you go. Okay. Now, I don't really need a bedaber anymore. So this is going to kind of open up like this once we put the ornament in the middle. In fact, I may do that right now. Well, I'll wait. Okay, so let's see. Now, I'm going to let me see. Hold on. Let me see what I have in here. So, I think I'm going to put the jewels in first so I can see where I need to put more ribbon. Let me show you what I have. Okay. Red. Okay, I've got green. Okay. Now some of these I had from last year, some of these I bought this year. So I've got one of these little green ones. I've got one in red. I've got this big. This is a 5-inch one. I bought this last year. I got this one last year. I love these. These jewels are my favorite. Okay. I do not fight with bags. Now I know Karen's Crafty Designs had some Decorator's Craft had some. I'm going to unscrew these. I keep these eyelets, these eye screws. Let's see. I keep these eye screws because you can use these to make ornaments. Green one. Now the swag I'm going to be making is going to have the big jewels in it, the emeralds. Okay, I'm just unscrewing these. Now this one came from Raz Imports, but I bought it from somewhere else, I know that. Okay. Now these, because there isn't anything to kind of hold them on to anything, these are only going to be glued in. If you want to put pipe cleaners on them, you can take one of those, oh, what do you call them? Those zip tie things that you put on the back with a hole in the middle. I don't remember what they're called. And put those, did I throw them away? Probably. And put those, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I lost my train of thought. Do you guys ever do that? You're thinking and talking and doing stuff at the same time, and then you're like, what was I saying? Okay, so I think what I want to do, I'm going to put one like right down here. I'm going to put this one like right up here, so they're kind of diagonal. And then put some little ones up there. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue, a lot of glue on this. Now, if you do it on an easel like this, you're just going to have to hold this for a minute so it doesn't slide off. I know the jewels are my favorite. They are my favorites. I've been hoarding them this year. I have. Oh, how rude of her. She didn't even ask. Okay, I'm just going to hold this here for a minute. I'm going to put some more glue on the back of this. If it'll reach. Okay, I'm going to have to hold this for just a second while it cools off. See how it wants to slide? It's just not cool enough. That's one thing about doing it on an easel is when you're putting gluing stuff, you kind of have to hold it because the gravity is trying to pull it back down. If you have it on the table, you don't have to worry about that. You can kind of just sit it in there and kind of finagle it and then walk away. But I'm going to glue this sucker in. We're just going to glue it. You know what I might do? I might just go ahead and, because I've got so much stuff to put in here, I might just put this on the table. I don't want to sit here and hold this all night, and I'm sure you don't want to watch me hold it all night. So, this is what we're going to do. Instead, using the easel, when I don't have heavy stuff in there like that, I just put it on my easel. I'm just going to pull you guys down. Okay. I'm going to put you guys back up here. Sorry, I know I'm moving you guys around a lot. There. Can you guys see it? Okay. Let me see if I can get you guys up just a tad more. Okay, that's as far up as it goes. Oh, you don't want to do that. Come over here. Come over here, da. So are you guys getting sick yet? Thanks, Ruth. Okay, so then we're going to put this one right down here behind this ribbon. And this will kind of hold up the ribbon too. I'm just going to sit. And I'll hold this up as I'm going along too. So you can see what it looks like as I'm doing it. A lot of glue on these. Just don't burn yourself like I normally do. Okay. See, it's easier with these if you're sitting on the table, because then you can just walk away from it. Okay. And then when I'm done, I'll put it back on the easel so we can kind of take a front load look at it. Okay, so then I'm going to put one, I kind of have to take it and kind of look at it though. Okay, so I'm going to put a green one right here. It's almost sacrilege putting all this glue on jewels, isn't it? Hey, Dustin. I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Right there. And then I'm going to put a red one up here. Although, and it adheres to the ties like instantly, so. Do that somewhere. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so now I can kind of figure out where I need to put some ribbon. I'm gonna put a tie maybe right up here. So I'm going to take some 4-inch ribbon and so let me see. I'm going to take some of this green. I don't want to use the other green because it's too curly. It'll curl up on me. This one is not curly like the other one. I'm just going to do a 4-inch and a 1.5 inch it. I'm going to put it like up here. Just going to put it in this tie. And dovetail it. And I'm just going to do this one at an angle. That's not a good angle. That's okay. Dovetail it. Do this one angle. You guys ever drop those little wires when cutting them and then stepped on them? Holy cannoli. That's painful. Okay. So that's the top. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a loop right here. So, I'm going to take some red and some green. some red and green. Like this. It would kind of be a short tail. Find a tie. Kind of tuck that down in there. There we go. Okay. Now you could take, if you didn't want to put as many jewels in here, which I don't know why you wouldn't, right? Then you could, you know, definitely take your ribbon and kind of draping it down this way. That would be really pretty. I'm just going to kind of leave this straight because there's a jewel right here. And if I cut it, this will come off. In fact, I'm just going to kind of glue this right there. Okay. Without burning myself. Okay. Dovetail this one. Just like that. Not pretty. I'm going to do the same thing kind of on this. Well, I'm going to do two tails on this side because I've got a jewel right here. Sorry, I know. I'm just playing with my tails. So, I'm going to do the same thing with this. I like to do shorter tails on the side. This Versa ribbon is stiff. It's hard to... Okay, I'm just going to stick this right here. You're basically just looking for a gap to fill this in. Dovetail this. It's gonna be beautiful. Do one more right here. Let's see, I'm sticking out that. Okay, right here. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, I'm so ready for Christmas. How about you all? I know it's only August, but I don't know. I'm ready. I am so ready. I'm ready, Freddy. Just gotta figure out where I'm cutting. There we go. Okay, I have a little bit left. Kind of clean up my area a little bit. I hate working in a messy area. Okay. Okay. I'll move this up here so you can see. So pretty. It's already so full. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, so we are actually done with the ribbon. Done with the ribbon. Done with the ribbon. Thank you, Debbie. I'm gonna hold it up here in just a second so I can kind of get a glance at it. I don't know about you, but I like to clean up as I go along. That way I don't have to do it later. So thank you for your patience. Okay, let me kind of hold it up. It's gorgeous. And kind of pull this down a little bit. And twist the tie. There we go. So if you just hold it up and take a look at it, you can see where. Okay, move this one over just a tad because I don't want to cover up the jewel that I put in there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I made a couple. I made a couple ornaments today, and I was gonna kind of hang them down here. Which I may. I don't know. Hold on. I may do, but I may put them in here instead of hanging them, because I really don't feel like fighting with the ribbon. To be quite honest. So, they pretty? So pretty. So I'm gonna stick one I think right in here. You want to make sure you have your ribbons where you want them. You're going to glue this in there. Really? Thank you, Sweet Pea. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of nestled in there. So I'm just going to I do all this work on this and now I'm putting glue all over it. I did put a little thing in there because I was going to hang them, but I don't think I'm going to right now. And you can kind of move this around when it's wet still, but once it dries you're kind of hosed, for lack of a better word. Okay. And make that even. And, isn't that pretty? And I'm going to put one up here as well. Right up in here. Okay. So I got it right going down this way. This thing is going to have so much freaking sparkle, it's not even funny. I may put this back on the easel once I get ready to start doing the sprays, so I'm sorry if I kind of make you guys move around, but you guys will get a better view once I have it sitting up here. Trust me. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. This is so freaking pretty. Let's put it down here, I guess. I'm gonna have to hold this for just a second. A lot of green and red going on, right? But we got jewels everywhere. We're gonna put more jewels in here. It's gonna be jewelific. That's not a word, but it is now. Jewelific. Jewelific. I love this ribbon. There was a ribbon that somebody had last year, and I can't remember what it was. I think Angel from Holiday Baubles used it in hers. And I was trying to find that ribbon, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was trying to find something that was similar, and then I came across this, and I was like, oh, that is perfect. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, so, I hate to do this to you guys again, but I'm going to put this back up on the easel because I need to put sprays in it and I can't see over on this end. The only reason, alright, whatever. The only reason why I am, the only reason why I am moving it around so much is because these are heavy, not too heavy, but they're heavy enough that if I glued them while it's sitting up, they're going to fall right down. So they need to sit while the glue is drying. So I need to be able to look straight at it in order to figure out where I'm putting the sprays, because we have lots of sprays to put in. Bear with me. I usually don't, you guys, I usually don't move it around this much, I promise. I promise. There we go. Look at the gorge on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Off my table. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. It was all falling on my table. Anyway. Okay. So. And I know we have some gaps. Like we've got some here. We've got some going on up here. But check out the sprays that I have for this. I'm getting them right now. You guys are going to flip your lid. Come on. Got tangled up and everything. How awesome is that? Now Trendy Tree had some of these. These are also from Raz, but I got them from Trendy Tree. These ones have different ones on them. Aren't these pretty? Oh, I couldn't stand it. I may only use 2 of these ones because I've got 3 of them. So I think I'm going to put one back. Alright, here we go with some sprays. I know, right? This thing is going to be so full of jewels. I'm going to have to kind of turn them around a little bit. So check out Trendy Tree. They had some last time I looked. It was these ones. They might have had both. I'm not sure. Or Decorators Crafts had them. These are all wired, so if they're turned around backwards, just turn them back around. Kind of a pain in the butt, but you want them all facing the right way. Right? Okay. I know, me too. I love anything from Raz. They're just, unless you're doing wholesale, they are just so expensive. Okay, so. I thought something fell out. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to stick some like right up in here. Holy cow, what is in my glue? It's one thing I cannot stand, and it drives me absolutely crazy, is glue webs. Holy cannoli. And these bends, so you can kind of make them go different ways. Okay. Something like that on this side. I like it right there. Okay. Always place your sprays before you put them in. Usually, until you get to the point where, you know, it's getting pretty full, and then you're just kind of looking for gaps to fill, then you can kind of figure out where they need to be. Okay. Some balls to put in here too, but put that one right there. Amy would have had this done by now. She'd be like half an hour later. She's like, wham, bam, there you go. I'm like, holy crap. I'm hoping I can get that passed one day, but still learning. There. Hey Dawn, how are you, hon? Let's see, I got some over here. Let me, never mind. I was thinking of something, but I decided not to. I still want to get my jewels and the glam. If they turn, just turn it back around. That's no big deal. There we go. Got one more on this one. I think. See how much easier it is to kind of figure out where you need to put stuff when you're looking directly at it? I don't want to put some like right down here. Down this side. Okay, there's that one. And another one. Hey, TK girl. Really? Okay. You could also separate these too. I mean, you don't have to use the whole long thing. So you can go farther with them. Like I said, since this is a Christmas wreath, you know, even if you do see some of the greenery, it's not a big deal. Love these. I've been dying to make this wreath for like weeks. I've had all this stuff, but I'm like, and then when Sydney's like, you should do a live, I'm like, yes! I'm gonna do a live. Let's see. Let's stick on right here, maybe. Here, here, here. I'm sticking right there. Okay, there's that one. Now with this, you're going to get glitter everywhere. It's okay. People look at you funny, thinking, where did you just come from? But that's okay. Let's see. But that was on that side. Some right over here. Right up here. No, because you can't see it. That's okay. We got other spraying we're going to put in here. I think this is where I was going to put it. Alright, so then this one, see, a lot of them are on one side or the other, so you got to kind of figure out, like this one. Or I guess I can switch it, right? There. I guess you can switch it over. Who knew? Hey, Rosanna. Oh, you're fine, honey. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been live, so I'm going to kind of stick some long ones down here. So you want some on either side, like that. And I'm going to stick one like right through here. Looking really pretty. This thing is going to be so... Marilyn Monroe would be proud. Because you know, diamonds are a girl's best friend, right? I always hit my eyebrows. I was getting ready for my live. And I looked in the mirror after I put my makeup on. I'm like, how did I didn't even play with any glitter today. How did I get glitter in my hair? I wasn't even playing with it. So it's just, I think it's just, I don't know. It just attaches to you. Let's see if I can put this back here. Put it back here. Cramped. I'm going to take this one off at the bottom because I want to stick this one right here, but I don't want to cover up that one jewel. Then what I can do, since I have this one left over, this little one, I'm going to kind of stick this in the glue and just kind of stick this right down in here. What? You guys can't really see what's going on. There we go. This thing does not want to stay up. I'm trying to get you guys to stay. There we go. There, now you can see it. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see it this whole time. Glue rounds off my jewels. Okay. One last one with this, and then we'll move on to let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I need it. Let me see. that off at the bottom a little bit. Look at this glitter. Woo. Hallelujah. Okay. I'm going to put some glue on the back of this one because it's too close to the gems that I don't want to get glue on them. I'm just kind of stick this one up like this. Okay. It's okay. I'm going to do this. Let's see if I can wrap this around. A little wires, so why not, right? There. There we go. I'm wondering if I should even put this one in there and save it. Because we got so many other sprays coming. I think I might save it. So, I do have this one. Ouch. This is pretty. They call this, I think it's what, acanthus? I don't even remember where I got this, to be honest. Stick this one right in here. I'm going to kind of place these real quick and see where I like them. I don't like that. What do you guys think so far? Let me step back and take a look at it. That's pretty. This one. Alright, I like where they are. We don't have too much to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Okay, cut those in. I don't like the leaves, but I do like these little berry things. So I might put some of these in there. I don't like the rest of it, so I won't use it. I don't even remember where I got this. Oh, I got this at the at-home store last year. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. Let's see. I could put one like right down here. I love putting stuff in my bows. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. 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 Let's see. it where it was. Oh. See? There we go. Make it up there. Glue is driving me crazy. Driving me nuts. Okay. There we go. Curve that a little bit. Come on. There we go. Now, this one right here. That's where I want it. Oh, there we go. Okay. You just gotta find a hole. There we go. So I got basically one on each side. You just put them wherever you think looks good. I mean, you want to still spread them out, but there we go. And I want one down here. I hate it when I do that. Okay, there we go. Okay. That's my table here. So, I've got some these that I bought at Hobby Lobby. They have them in all different colors. So I want to kind of put some around in here. I have some other ornaments too, but I'm like, this is going to be pretty full by the time I get done with it. So, actually, I want to put a red one there because there's green right there. There, that's better. Okay, I'm going to stick this green one like right there. Red one. So you guys have any big plans this weekend? Anything fun? I just got back from vacation. Going camping, that was fun. It was hot though. And then of course our AC decided to go out. Yeah. On the hottest day that we were out there. But we fixed it. So I was like, holy. Alright, let's see. Let's put on down here. That one. And then here. I'm gonna put some right there, but there's already green right there, and there's a red one right here. That's okay, because there's a green one up here. Let's see. Take a look at it. Is there anyone on that side? Okay, there's that one. These things really get the little stem came out, so you gotta glue it back in. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm gonna put one in here. Okay. Those are in. They're in there. That's pretty. Okay. Now I have some, I don't know if I'm gonna put those in there. I bought some of these ornaments. Aren't those pretty? I don't know where I want to put them. I don't know if I want to put them in. I might save them for my other one. There's already so much going on in there. So, let's save those. But I do have some red and green velvet leaves. I'm going to put those in. Ooh, that's my leg. Okay. I got some of this green. And I got some cedar that's flocked. So I'm going to put a little flocking in it. Kind of tone down all this green. I'm going to take a look at it. Maybe not. No. Sometimes you just got to play with it and see what it looks like. This would be really pretty in a different wreath I'm going to do. Okay. I am going to put some of this in there. We're almost done, actually. I got these to put in and some berries, a little bit of berries, and these leaves, and we're done. Okay, there's those. I only got one of these, so let's we go. Okay. Hey, Bonnie. And these longer ones I'm going to separate as well. I got these little ones at the bottom. And I'm going to kind of cut these down a little bit. I am so stinking long. And you'll make it go farther too if you can cut them down. Sorry you guys, I'm not much of a talker. I get into my zone and I kind of that's just the way I work. I'm going to put that one right there, kind of fill that hole. Okay. I'm going to put this under here. And maybe under all that. Oh, it's too much going on. So you guys done working on your fall, or are you still working on fall? Have you moved to Halloween? Have you started Christmas? What's happening? I gotta start late this season just because I was working on so many scarecrows. I'm gonna put some of this up here too. Kind of tie it all in. I finally got caught up with my orders like a week before I went on vacation, so that is like an awesome feeling. I'm gonna stick these little ones like right there. This glitter gets everywhere. Any of you go camping? Oh, you're doing fall? You know what's funny? I've done 2 fall. That's it so far. So I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm gonna stick this little one right here. I think I can go to bed with glue webs on me. Oh, I can't wait to see those, sweetie. Those are gonna be pretty. You're so talented, girl. I love your painting. Okay, so I have some there. I'm gonna stick some up here. Okay, there's that. And then the rest is gonna go around the side. See how much that little bit of gold just kind of offsets all that green? Sometimes if you have too much of one color, it can kind of overpower everything. You know? I am just going to cut these down even more. That's right there. That. Some right here. Let's see, where else do I need some? one little piece left. Let's see, put some down here. I think I'm gonna put some right here. Or how about right here? I like it there better. Okay. I always, before I ship my wreaths, I always pull on, not hard, just a little bit on my embellishments, just to make sure they're in there. That's all you need is the customer to get it and it falls out, right? Oh, I love these leaves. Love them. I'm gonna stick one. Okay, there. I love that right there. Yes, Lavon, you are my sweetie. Holy cow, Ruth. 32 snowmen and 18 scarecrow wreath attachments. That's a lot. I feel your pain though. So when I made my new scarecrow heads this year, I wasn't expecting really a whole lot to happen with them. I don't know why, because I made the scarecrow legs and top hat last year. So I made the it goes right there. When I decided to make the head and the new body with the arms, I was like, oh, I may sell a couple. Y'all, I think I sold like 50 or 60 of them total. I was like, holy cow. It's a lot. So, I think next year though, and I sold more witches this year than I did last year, which is good. Peeking out like that. So I think next year I'm gonna do my witches again for Halloween, but I want to do like a Frankenstein as well. I was actually gonna do like a headless horseman, oh, God, which would have been really cool. However, when I started looking into the kind of the amount of work to put into it, I was like, oh, that's gonna be it's gonna take me forever just to make one. Okay. So I decided against that, even though it would have been really cool. Aw, thank you, Ruth. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. So I totally get it. We're almost done, you guys, I promise. Hang in there. We're almost done. Aw, thank you, Susan. Okay, some green. So I inside, because you don't want to forget about the inside of your wreath. So I'll put this red one, I think, right here. I hate these things. I feel like I'm walking in a spider web. Okay. A couple more leaves. I want to use all of them. And the leaves are wired too, so you can bend them. Isn't that cool? Where did I get these leaves at? I thought I got these leaves at Trinity Tree. I don't remember, to be honest. I kind of want that right there. Okay. And then maybe a green one kind of coming off like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one right there. There's a big gap right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, now what I have left. You're like, really? There's more? Those of you that have not followed me before, I am one of those kind of people that I constantly am putting stuff in my wreath. I don't know when to quit. So let's do some, I just want to do some berries and then we'll be done. Okay, I just got some of these glitter berries. Just a few. I know, aren't they, Ruth? I love them. Hey, Sandy. I didn't see you come on. Okay, I'm going to put, actually... Oh. Alright. I'm going to put this one like right here. Alright, that's better. I got too much stuff going on right there. Okay. Just want them sticking out the side a little bit. You don't want to forget about the side. You just have everything all here. You want to kind of pull in from the side as well. So once I'm done, what I'll do is I will kind of turn you around this way, and I will show you what it looks like as I'm holding it. Right there. Okay. I need to, sorry if I'm in your way. It's right there. getting in your way, don't I? Sorry. There. Oh. See, I need a different thing on here. I need a different hook because that's not working. Kind of filling in some gaps that I see, like there's a gap right there. Hobby Lobby has the worst tags ever. White and red berries. Yeah, Hobby Lobby has them, huh? I've seen them. Are you looking for red and white together, or just red, or just white? I'm gonna stick this one like right over here. Because I got some of the white pearl looking ones that Hobby Lobby has. And then they had these. They had the regular, like a satin sheen looking ones. Thank you, Sandy. I may not use all these berries, but I'm going to at least put some. Oh, these glue webs are out of control. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the stores are really slow this year getting stuff out, which I get because they're having issues getting stuff. I know it's just really frustrating for everybody because we got to work on our projects, but it's hard. Once you do find what you need, it goes so fast that it's like you can't hardly, get it. Stick this one right up here by that green leaf. Alright, let me see where I need stuff. Like I need anything else in here, right? Let's see here. I feel like I need a berry up there. How is there a black feather on there? What's this? Sweet, stick it straight out. Okay. Back there. Yeah, I guess it was right there. I needed it. Okay. I really need one right there. Right there. Like there's just like a gap of something right there. think we're done, folks. It's gonna take me forever to get all the glue webs off this thing, but okay. I'm gonna save that a little bit. Alright, so you ready to see the whole thing? Okay, so I'm gonna turn you. I'm gonna unplug this because the cord is not gonna be long enough. Sorry. Let me cut this. I put a zip tie on here so the cord would stay. So there we go. Okay, you ready? I'm so excited. Okay. Turn around. Alright. I know my craft room's kind of a mess, sorry. Alright, what do you think? Is it jewelry now? Does it have enough jewels in it? Holy cow, right? Holy cow. Put this back up here. Alright, y'all. That wasn't too bad, right? Aw, thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Debbie. Hey, Ruth, if you need some stuff, hon, I can go to the Hobby Lobby here and get them for you and mail them to you. And then you can just pay me through PayPal, and I can ship them to you. I know Jenny and I do that because there's Colorado is the slowest at getting stuff here. So like the at-home store hardly has any Halloween stuff that you guys would be getting on the East Coast. So I know she went to the at-home store where she's at and got me those glitter spiders and that big, I don't know if you saw it, but that big it's like a 50-inch spider that Angel used on her Halloween grapevine. So she got me that. So if you need some stuff, I can send them to you. Thank you, TK. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Alright, y'all. So, here she is. I'm going to take a picture of it in the morning when I got some good daylight. And then I'll post it in the morning. And I'll do a video of it too so you can see all the jewels in it. Oh, so sparkly. Oh my god, I love it. Holy cow. Alright, so I'll probably be doing another live here pretty soon, but it'll probably be on my page. So it's going to be with a steampunk swag with this clock that I made, and it's going to be in plum, olive, kind of a fuchsia color and blush, and some coppers and golds. So it's going to be really pretty. It's going to be a very non-traditional color of Christmas. So I will send out a notification on my business page, my Facebook business page. So if you don't follow me there, I'll also have it on my Instagram as well. So oh yeah, it takes Colorado forever to get anything here. Yeah, I'm Cindy. I'm going to make one of those wreaths, but I'm going to make it more in the green and orange and the purple. I want it to be different than what Angel did hers. I don't like copying. I can't wait to see yours though. I bet yours is gonna be amazing. Yeah, if they don't get them this week, let me know, Ruth, and I can go and get you some, and then I can send them to you. They're putting out Christmas at home. We've hardly even gotten any Halloween. It's so frustrating. Thank you, Ruth. Oh, Cindy, you poor thing. Oh, thank you, sweet pea. So, if you don't follow my page if you want to get notifications of my lives, new products that I put in my shop. You know, sometimes I find stores, like today I found a store, or you guys probably have known about it for a while, but I found a store that carries a lot of wreath supplies called Wreaths of Joy. You guys probably already know about it. I'm probably just the last one to find out. But anyway, and I share tips and tricks sometimes. So I put a lot of information on there. But thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all your support. I can't wait to see what you guys create. All right, thank you. Bye.